Aging does not begin in the mind. It does not start with memory or confusion or forgetting names. It begins in the legs, the trembling when you stand, the hesitation before stairs, the careful lowering into chairs. These are not small things. These are warnings. Your body is speaking, and it is saying something urgent. The legs are where independence lives or dies. Watch someone walk down the street. Notice the older adults moving slowly, gripping railings, pausing to catch breath. Their minds are sharp, their hearts still beat strong, but their legs betray them. Science has a name for this silent thief: sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Between 60 and 70 years old, you can lose 30 to 40% of your muscle mass. Not because you must, but because modern life teaches your body it is no longer needed. The legs fail first because they are farthest from the heart. Blood flow decreases, oxygen struggles to arrive, muscle fibers begin shrinking like drought-stricken plants. Hormones that once built strength now decline. Testosterone drops, estrogen fades, growth hormone becomes a whisper. Meanwhile, cortisol rises, the stress chemical that eats muscle for breakfast. Your circulation slows to the lower extremities. The mitochondria inside your cells, those tiny energy factories, begin shutting down one by one. But here is the truth that changes everything. This is not aging. This is adaptation to neglect. Your body is brilliant. It responds to what you give it. Sit all day, and it learns sitting is the priority. Move rarely, and it dismantles what you do not use. The modern world has tricked us into stillness. We drive instead of walk. We sit instead of stand. We convenience ourselves into weakness. The legs did not fail you. We failed them. Chronic ischemia sets in. Blood struggles to reach the muscles that need it most. Inflammation creeps through tissue like rust through metal. The muscle fibers you still have become stiff, painful, unreliable. Walking becomes effortful. Standing becomes a negotiation. Independence begins slipping through your fingers, and you wonder when it started. It started in the legs, years ago, with signals you did not know how to read. But muscles remember. They can be reawakened. Circulation can be restored. Hormones can be supported. Inflammation can be silenced. Not with pills that numb or surgeries that cut, with food. Real food, the kind that carries instructions your cells understand. Food is not merely fuel, it is communication. Every bite you take is a message to your DNA. It tells your body whether to repair or decline, whether to build or break down, whether to thrive or merely survive. There are 6 foods that speak directly to aging legs, 6 edible allies that target the root causes of weakness. They restore circulation, they kill inflammation, they replenish what has been stolen, they rebuild what has been lost. These are not superfoods in the trendy sense. They are ancient, humble, powerful, and they work because they address biology, not marketing. The first is the beet, deep red, earthy, often overlooked. Slice one open and you see the colour of blood itself. This is not coincidence. Beets contain dietary nitrates, and when you eat them, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a miracle molecule. It opens blood vessels. It signals them to relax, to widen, to allow flow. Suddenly, oxygen floods into tissues that have been starved. Your legs, heavy and cold for so long, begin to feel light again, warm again, alive again. Circulation is the foundation. Without blood flow, nothing else matters. You can have all the muscle in the world, but if oxygen cannot reach it, it is useless. Beets restore that flow. They improve stamina. They enhance the production of ATP, the energy currency your cells spend with every step. They reduce the inflammation that clogs pathways and stiffens joints. One study showed that older adults who drank beet juice could walk longer and faster, not because they built new muscle overnight, but because their muscle finally got what it needed. Oxygen, flow, life. The blood vessels in your legs are like rivers. When they narrow, everything downstream suffers. Waste products accumulate, nutrients cannot arrive. The tissue begins to starve. Beets reverse this process naturally. They do what medications attempt to do, but without side effects, without cost, without dependence, just pure biological communication. Your body recognizes nitrates. It knows exactly what to do with them. Within hours of eating beets, your blood pressure drops slightly, your vessels relax, your legs feel the difference. Eat beets roasted with olive oil. Drink their juice in the morning. Add them to salads, soups, smoothies. Let that deep red seep into your system and watch your legs remember what movement used to feel like. Warmth returns, strength returns, flow returns. Some people worry about the colour in their urine after eating beets. Do not fear this, it is harmless. It is simply your body processing the pigments. It is proof the medicine is working. The second ally is the sardine, small, oily, packed with power, and its cousin, wild salmon. These fish carry omega-3 fatty acids in forms your body recognizes instantly. EPA and DHA. These are not just healthy fats, they are anti-inflammatory warriors. Chronic inflammation is the silent killer of muscle and joint. It creeps through tissue, breaking down what should be strong, stiffening what should be flexible. Omega-3s turn off the genes that create inflammation. They tell your body to stop destroying itself. Sardines are also rich in vitamin D, the hormone that allows your muscles to contract properly. Without it, even strong muscles feel weak. They provide complete protein, every amino acid your body needs to repair and rebuild. And they come with calcium for bones, selenium for cellular defense. These little fish are edible medicine. Wild salmon offers the same gifts, with the addition of astaxanthin, a red pigment that protects your mitochondria from damage. Inflammation is not always obvious. You do not always feel it burning. Sometimes it is silent, working beneath the surface, eroding strength day by day. Your immune system stays activated, fighting battles that do not exist. This constant state of alert exhausts your body. It drains resources. It prioritizes survival over strength. Omega-3s calm this response. They are like diplomats negotiating peace inside your body. They reduce the production of inflammatory cytokines. They increase the production of resolvins, molecules that actively resolve inflammation. Joints that ache begin to glide. Muscles that burned with every step begin to recover faster. Hormones that govern strength and mood begin to stabilize. Eat sardines 3 times a week. Grill salmon and pair it with greens. Let the ocean's medicine seep into your cells. Protection arrives in edible form. Strength is delivered on a plate. If you dislike the taste of sardines, try them mashed with mustard on whole grain crackers. Try them mixed into pasta with tomatoes and garlic. The flavour becomes mild, almost unnoticeable, but the benefits remain fully present. The third food is the pumpkin seed, small, green, often tossed aside, but inside each seed lives magnesium, and magnesium is the mineral of relaxation. Most older adults are deficient, not because they do not eat enough food, but because the soil is depleted and stress drains reserves faster than diet can replace them. Without magnesium, muscles cannot relax, they cramp, they tighten, they fatigue easily. Night cramps that jolt you awake are not bad luck. They are your body screaming for magnesium. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest sources on earth. A quarter cup delivers half your daily need. Magnesium allows muscles to release after contraction. It regulates the stress response, it improves sleep quality, and sleep is when repair happens. Without deep sleep, your legs never truly recover. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc, critical for testosterone production and bone density. Both decline with age, both can be supported. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. It helps convert food into energy. It assists in creating new proteins. It regulates neurotransmitters that send messages through your nervous system. When you are deficient, everything becomes harder. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood. Your muscles have to work harder to move. Your brain has to work harder to stay calm. Pumpkin seeds offer relief from this struggle. They provide what has been missing. Eat them raw or lightly roasted. Sprinkle them on yogurt, salads, oatmeal. Let them work quietly in the background, replenishing what has been stolen. Replenishment, not force. Softness, not tension. This is how strength returns. You can also grind them into a powder and add them to smoothies. You can mix them with dried fruit for a simple snack. The key is consistency. One handful today will not change your life. One handful every day for a month will change everything. The fourth ally is the lentil. Humble, ancient, profoundly effective. Lentils carry iron, and iron is what allows red blood cells to carry oxygen. Without enough iron, your blood cannot do its job. Your legs feel heavy. Climbing stairs leaves you breathless. Fatigue becomes your constant companion. This is not laziness. This is chemistry. Lentils provide plant-based iron alongside fiber that stabilizes blood sugar. Stable blood sugar means stable energy, no crashes, no cravings, just steady fuel. They also deliver folate, which supports red blood cell production, and plant protein that feeds muscle repair. Unlike meat, lentils do not burden digestion or spike inflammation. They are gentle, sustainable, reliable. 1 cup cooked provides 18 grams of protein and a third of your daily iron. Women past menopause and men with low stomach acid are especially prone to iron deficiency. Lentils correct this quietly. Iron deficiency develops slowly. You do not wake up one morning unable to walk. Instead, you notice you are tired more often. You notice stairs feel steeper. You notice your enthusiasm for movement fades. Doctors often miss this in older adults because they are not looking for it. They assume fatigue is normal, but normal and common are not the same thing. Lentils bring oxygen back to your muscles. They restore the capacity for endurance. They give you back the energy you thought was gone forever. Make lentil soup, cook them into stews, pair them with greens and tomatoes to boost iron absorption. Let them build endurance from the inside out. Consistency builds resilience. Oxygen flows, energy returns, heavy legs lighten. Lentils also feed beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation throughout your entire body. A healthy gut means healthy legs. Everything is connected. When you heal one system, you heal them all. The fifth food is the avocado. Creamy, rich, misunderstood. For years we were told to fear fat, but the body needs fat to produce hormones. Every steroid hormone, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, is built from cholesterol and fat. When you remove fat from your diet, you remove the building blocks of strength. Avocados provide monounsaturated fats, the kind that support hormone production without inflammation. They are also rich in potassium, more than bananas, and potassium is essential for muscle contraction. Low potassium leads to weakness, cramping, irregular heartbeat. Avocados provide 700 milligrams per fruit. They also feed your gut bacteria, and a healthy gut reduces systemic inflammation. Inflammation in the gut becomes inflammation in the joints. Heal one, and you heal the other. Avocados also contain lutein for eye health and folate for cellular repair. They are whole body medicine. Hormones are messengers. They travel through your bloodstream carrying instructions. Build muscle here, store fat there, repair this tissue. Defend against that threat. When hormone production declines, the messages become unclear. Your body loses direction. It stops building. It stops repairing. It begins to conserve and protect. Avocados provide the raw materials needed to keep those messages strong and clear. They support the adrenal glands that produce stress hormones. They support the gonads that produce sex hormones. They keep communication flowing. Slice them onto toast. Blend them into smoothies. Mash them with lime and salt. Let their fats lubricate joints from within. Let their potassium power contraction. Softness returns to movement. Stiffness fades. Hormones find balance again. The healthy fats in avocados also help you absorb fat-soluble vitamins from other foods. Vitamins A, D, E and K all require fat for absorption. Eat your salad with avocado and suddenly your body can use the nutrients in the greens. Everything works together. Nothing works alone. The sixth and final ally is the tart cherry, not the sweet kind. The sour, deep red Montmorency cherry. These cherries contain anthocyanins, pigments that act as powerful anti-inflammatory agents. Studies show they lower CRP, a marker of inflammation linked to heart disease and muscle breakdown. Tart cherries also contain natural melatonin, the hormone that governs sleep. Poor sleep destroys muscle recovery. You can eat perfectly, move daily, and still weaken if you do not sleep deeply. Tart cherry juice drunk 1 hour before bed improves sleep quality and duration. It reduces muscle soreness after activity. It protects mitochondria from oxidative damage. Your cells stay younger longer. Your legs recover faster. Morning stiffness fades. Energy throughout the day improves. Healing happens in the quiet. While you sleep, your body rebuilds. Tart cherries ensure that rebuilding happens efficiently. Sleep is when growth hormone is released. This hormone repairs muscle tissue. It strengthens bones. It rejuvenates skin. Without deep sleep, growth hormone stays low. Your body never gets the signal to rebuild. You wake up feeling unrested because you are unrested. Your cells did not finish their work. Tart cherries help you enter the deep stages of sleep where this repair happens. They do not knock you out like sleeping pills. They gently guide your natural rhythms back into balance. Drink 4 ounces of tart cherry juice nightly. Add dried tart cherries to oatmeal or trail mix. Let the deep red work its magic in darkness. Recovery is not loud. It is silent, patient, relentless. Some people find the taste too sour. If this is you, mix it with a splash of apple juice or sparkling water. The benefits remain. The medicine still works. Your body does not care about the delivery method. It cares about the compounds inside. Now imagine a plate. On it, roasted beets glisten with olive oil. Beside them, grilled wild salmon rests on a bed of greens. A scoop of lentil salad mixed with diced avocado sits nearby. Pumpkin seeds are scattered over everything, and in a small glass tart cherry juice waits for evening. This is not a diet. This is instruction. Every color, every nutrient, every compound speaks to a different system in your body. Together they create a symphony of repair. Food is not fuel. Fuel burns and disappears. Food is information. It tells your genes what to express. It tells your cells what to build. It tells your body whether you intend to thrive or fade. For too long we have eaten for taste, for convenience, for comfort. We have forgotten that food is medicine, not someday, not in theory, right now, with every bite. Your legs are not simply limbs, they are lifelines. They carry you to the people you love. They allow you to walk in the morning air. They let you stand at the stove and cook. They give you the freedom to move through the world without asking permission. When the legs go, independence goes, dignity follows. Joy becomes harder to find, but it does not have to be this way. Strength is not built in a single meal. It is built daily, quietly, consistently. 1 beet at a time, 1 serving of salmon, 1 handful of seeds. The body does not need perfection. It needs pattern. It needs repetition. It needs to know you are paying attention, that you have decided to stop neglecting what matters most. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. You cannot supplement your way past poor nutrition. The foundation is food, real food, food that grew in soil or swam in water, food your grandmother would recognize, food that carries life force, not just calories. These 6 foods are not magic. They are biology. They are chemistry. They are the language your cells have been waiting to hear. Eat with intention, not with fear, not with restriction, with respect. Respect for the body that has carried you this far. Respect for the legs that still want to be strong. Respect for the years ahead that deserve to be lived fully. Mobility equals freedom. Strength is built daily, and it is never too late to begin. The legs remember. Even after years of neglect, they remember. Feed them what they need, and they will respond, slowly at first, then undeniably. Movement becomes easier, pain decreases, confidence returns, and one day you realize you climbed the stairs without thinking. You stood from the chair without bracing. You walked farther than you have in years, not because you are young again, but because you are strong again. This is the power of food as instruction. This is the gift of paying attention. This is what happens when you stop waiting for decline and start building resilience. Your legs are listening. Your cells are ready. The question is not whether they can rebuild. The question is whether you will give them what they need. 6 foods, ancient wisdom, modern science, and the decision to treat your body like it still matters. Because it does. It always has. Every single day is an opportunity. Every meal is a chance to send a new message. The body is patient. It will wait for you to remember, and when you do, it will respond with gratitude and strength.